West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.
The feature on the Thursday, lads, is the World Hurdle, of course. Now, no big bucks this year, which is a shame, Ted Walsh. You want to see the best horses going to Cheltenham, but no big bucks.
No, and you do. And again, a bit like Sprinter Sacre, in the big bucks was superior to all the rest of them. I mean, when you have horses that are the favourite here at the moment, Rev de Savola is not Rev, what's his name? The horse of no, not him. The other horse, Rev de Savola, is one of the giant favourites. And I mean, he was not in the same parish as big bucks. That's how big a gap it is. Oscar Whiskey is favourite, and he was drunk when he pulled up last year. He had to get oxygen to get back down into the parade ring. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I mean, that's what you're talking about. It's a substandard world hurl because there's no superstar around. It's wide open. If the ground is heavy, Bog Warrior could put it up to them all.
Really?
Yeah,
so,
on heavy ground. Yeah, I think these are questionable, all these. Now, Rev de Savola love heavy ground as well, and he stays well. But Bog Warrior is a fair horse. He's a right stage, he's a 9-year-old, and he loves soft ground. If it's soft, Oscar Whiskey won't get up the hill again, I think.
Well, that's the big question, Barry, isn't it? Does Oscar Whiskey stay?
Well, according to his trainer last year when he pulled up, he said he obviously didn't stay, but now they're trying to make a stayer out of him again. Obviously, you know, he stays on the handy tracks, but in Cheltenham there has to be a doubt about him coming up the hill again. He hasn't done it yet, and I know he ran there not so long ago and ran well, but it wasn't a Grade 1 race, and there'll be end-to-end gallop. No matter how moderate the horses are, they will go a good clip. I agree with Ted. I think Bog Warrior, if the ground comes up soft or heavy, he'll take a lot of beating in the race.
Just on the point of staying, I was listening to you recently. You were talking about the great Vincent O'Brien, and a quote in terms of two things that a horse can't be forced into. One of them is staying.
Yeah, and the other is speed. He says you can't put stamina in a horse, and you can't put speed into a horse. Now, he says you might extract both of them out of them, but you can't put them in. And if a horse doesn't truly stay, he won't stay. Like the horses that don't stay won't win the Gold Cup. It's 3.25 miles. And the same way with that old World Hurl. I mean, you might come down to the last, because they'll roll on from the top of the hill, they'll go good gallop, and you might cruise down. But from the back of from the face up to the last, you have a stiff climb. You have to get 3 miles. And I think Oscar Whiskey is questionable over 3 miles. Even the last day, he got to Rev de Savola, but he still couldn't get by him. If he fell at the last, you'd have said he was definitely going to win. Betting and running, he was favourite, but he still didn't win. You have to battle up that old hill to win. And I think that he's just, stamina is I don't know, it looks questionable anyway, but it's a weak hurl now. You know,
yeah, well,
good ground will help. Good ground will help Oscar Whiskey, big time.
Right. Monkstown, no luck for Noel Meade again. No. He's gone.
Yeah.
Just very disappointing for him, I suppose. It's but Solwit looks like Charles Burns is going to run him now in the hurdle as well. So
yeah, another one that you'd have to question: will he get the trip? You know, obviously running plenty against Hurricane, but he's sick of seeing the back of him in his heyday. He was off, got a leg, and he was off for a good while. He's come back in good form. Big question mark, and it's not a race. Do you want to be back on a horse to see if he stays? You really want to have one that's a proven stayer to win the World Hurl, and Solwit for me is not one of them. They backed Solwit, I remember, against Hurricane Fly one time in Ferry House in the Hatton's Grace over 2.5 miles, and they made him favourite to beat Hurricane Fly. They thought to step up to 2.5 mile they'd be able to drag it out of Hurricane Fly, and they couldn't do it. Now I know Hurricane Fly was an exceptional horse that day, but I think there has to be a doubt about him staying.
Okay, all right. Leave it there. It's a wide open race. Rev de Savola and Oscar Whiskey top in the market.
West will come down outside. Black Thunder 2 lead out lane. Bucks Bond 2 and a trot.
Betfair, proud sponsors of Irish racing on RTE.